was an awful weekend for millions of travelers around the world stranded by that dangerous cloud of volcanic ash. But today, there is a glimmer of hope. CBS News correspondent Mark Phillips is in London with the latest. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Harry. Well, here's something you don't get to do often: stand in the middle of an airport tarmac among the planes that are still not going anywhere. It's hard to tell by looking, but up there in that clear blue sky, the cloud of volcanic ash is still hovering. And for the most part, the airways over Western and Northern Europe are still closed.
There have, in fact, been some airplanes flying in Europe. Several countries have authorized test flights to evaluate what flying through the ash cloud actually does to jet engines. German engineers said they could not see any damage. Not a scratch, they said. But Finland's Air Force released photos from one of their flights showing, they said, the damage to engine parts caused by the ash. Just what level of ash in the air is safe to fly through is at the center of the current argument. An argument being had while tens of thousands of passengers are still stranded all over Europe and trying to get to and from Europe. More than 6 million people may be affected one way or another worldwide.
I'm a student. I don't have that much money, so I hope I don't have to stay here for a long time.
And the airlines are now putting pressure on government agencies to determine exactly where the ash cloud is and what its real effects on airplanes are.
The airlines started to do those tests without planes, and it came out in many cases the concentration of ashes was zero or very limited.
In the meantime, the British are discovering they're an island nation once more. Small boats have been bringing people back from France, and now the government is planning to send Navy ships to Europe to pick up people stuck there.
And they may be stuck there a while longer. NATO reports that several of its jets, which flew through the volcanic ash cloud, did report engine damage. Reports from Iceland, meanwhile, say that the volcano there may be spewing out at a lower altitude. We'll have to see what effect that has. Harry?
You know, Mark, the most unusual thing about you standing there on the tarmac is the silence. There's no noise.
Yeah.
Very good.
Birds chirping.
There you go. Mark Phillips in London this morning. Thank you very much.
A lot happens early on The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.